Well, Andy, obviously a very disappointing night. Give us your version of the game tonight.
I think first half, there's not too much in the game. I think we obviously Manny gets one in there. I don't think there's too much wrong with it, if I'm honest. Going in at half time, there's not a lot in the game, and then second half, a little bit of suicide football in a way. The first two goals, we're not quite set up properly to do what we've done, and then individual sort of decisions after that have cost us. And then the third goal, obviously we're pushing, and that's sort of a sucker blow for us right at the end there to concede another one. But we are pushing on to try and get something back out of the game. Is that the worst performance since you've been in sole charge, do you think? I think first half we were okay. I think in terms of our decision making, second half possibly. We're sort of in that little rut at the moment, which we have to get out of. It's going into Saturday now. It's a massive game for us at home. Which we have to go and get 3 points. It's vitally important we go and get 3 points. But overall in the game, look, we went at it second half. We weren't good enough, and obviously errors have cost us. You say you're in a rut. It's the worst time to be in that situation. How do you get out of it? By hard work, first and foremost. We've just said that in there. For what they've done for majority of the season, they have to get back to basics. They have to make sure that we have a reaction Saturday now, what will be a huge game at home, and one that we obviously ultimately have to get 3 points. We have to go and get 3 points Saturday to put us back in that back in them spots where it takes us into 2 games then, and we obviously going to try and get more points. You're still in the top 7 as it stands, but with teams having games in hand, it's not in your hands anymore. How do you approach these final 3 games? Do you have to go for it a bit more, do you feel, or not? We have to go and win the games. Ultimately that's the case. In terms of a points total, what I think will make it is still available. So that's still there for us. Obviously there's 9 points for grabs in the 3 games, so that is possible. 9 points would take, I feel, would take you into the playoffs. Obviously it's going to be ultimately hard because of the sort of run we're on, but it's about going back to basics, making sure we're hard working, we understand what we're doing like we have done for the majority of the season, and we go back to it. Obviously we're in that little bit of a rut now, and we've got characters. We have to dig deep now and obviously put a performance in Saturday, and more importantly get a result. It's obviously vitally important for the club to make the playoffs, given how long they've been at this level, but for the players, having been up in those playoff positions since I think mid-September, you don't want to be in a position where you've got to look at each other knowing that you've thrown away all that hard work. Yeah, and we've just said that, and the players are saying the right things, but now it's actions speak louder than words. Ultimately we've got to go on the pitch and turn them actions, turn them words into actions, like we have done for, like we say, for the majority of the season. I can't stress enough how vitally important Saturday is for us, and the players know that. Given that you've not been in this position as a club for a number of years, this is the biggest game you've had in probably 5 years, would you say? Yeah, certainly. They're all big games. They're obviously getting bigger now because of where we find ourselves. With teams obviously closing that gap, and there's virtually nothing in it now. So they're all big games, and Saturday is a huge game for us. You said if you win all 3, you think that will be enough to get you in the playoffs? Do you think that you're capable of winning all 3, given the and I use your words, rut that you're in at the moment? Yes, I do, because I believe in the players that we've got in the dressing room. So yes, I do believe we can go and win all 3 games. But that belief, we've got to transfer that to the pitch. And like I said before, actions speak louder than words. Now you've got to go and perform, and we've got to go and get a result on Saturday. Last one, just on the injuries, is Chris Holwood like to be involved in Saturday? Chris is very doubtful. Obviously didn't take part in tonight. We've had further looks at him, so we're just monitoring that day by day. But he is carrying a knock on his toe there, and obviously Sam was missing tonight with a little bit of whiplash from obviously Saturday's game, and he couldn't move his neck, so that there was no risk taken on him. More optimistic for him for Saturday? Yes, definitely. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for your time. Thank you.